Hey, High Five Spirit fam, I hope you all having a wonderful morning, evening, night, wherever you all are at. And today I'm back with another topic. So it's about taking responsibility and your spiritual path, your waking life. You gotta learn to take responsibility for your actions, like, because really, you are the one making all the choices. You're the one that is making all the decisions that you are making in your waking life and spiritual path. Because hey, like, no one else is telling you like to, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that. No, solely it's you. Like, and the problem with today's world is that so many people don't want to take responsibility. They're out there pointing the fingers, like, oh, it's my boss, it's the government, it's the Illuminati that's doing this. Well, it's poverty that's doing. Like, no, like, you need to stop pointing the finger, like, and like point the finger back at yourself, because like, hey, you don't want to take responsibility. Like, if let's say if you have a business and like say you're supposed to make these sales like by the end of a certain amount of sales by the end of this month, and you don't make the cut of those sales, and you're out there blaming like, it's the workers out there, they're not working hard enough. Oh, it's I don't know, it's like Mercury retrograde that's doing it. I mean, you just stop with that. I mean, it's not literally everyone watching this. I mean, hey, if you're most likely watching this, like, you might be taking responsibility for your own actions and your paths, and like my gratitude to y'all. But for those that are like pointing out the finger at someone else, you need to stop. You need to stop with that. Let me go back to that example with the business. I mean, hey, that person that was supposed to like make the sales, that was supposed to like tell everyone like, hey, we need to make these these sales by the end of this month. If that manager doesn't like take responsibility, you know what? He's gonna not end up having a business. He's probably like gonna have to like take all of his energy away from it, because hey, it, deep down he didn't take responsibility. Oh my gosh. Oh man, I was gonna say something. Oh, there we go. So he, instead of him like blaming, oh, it's my coworker, it's the people I hired. Like, hey, they might be doing everything that you can, but he might not be doing what he is supposed to be doing. And instead of him pointing the fingers, someone he should say like, what I didn't do the best I could. You know what? Like, when it comes to next month, I'll be out there putting myself out so we can make these sales by the end of the month. And that's how we have to be. Like, you have to like not procrastinate with taking responsibility. And that's another thing. You know, so many people want to like say like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Oh, I'll do it like by the end of this month. I'll do it by this weekend. No, that's a procrastination mindset. That's basically your ego telling you like, I'll never do it. And basically, you gotta do it. Start taking responsibility now, because the ego is gonna like tell you to do it like some other time. In reality, it's never gonna happen. Like, trust me, I learned the hard way so many times. And hey, there's been certain points where you all need to like look within yourself and say, what am I not taking responsibility for? How can I fix this? How can I do this? Also, like in relationships, so many people like, without them even knowing, they could be the cause that why their relationship ended. And like, instead of like, hey, blaming themselves because they push that person away, they want to say, oh, it's their fault, they weren't like this, da 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 da. But no, No, like you did some things that hey that that person didn't see right. Like let's say you cheated on them, or like you were out doing their stupid stuff that you shouldn't, that your partner told you like not to do, and you did, and like hey, that's why she left. And there was nobody else to blame but yourself. That's why this relationship ended, because hey, you never took responsibility for your own self, and you pushed that person away. So, and then there's like the spiritual aspect where people want to blame some external force for why they have like the horrible life. It's like, oh, it's the aliens. It's the aliens that are creating this life. Oh, it's the reptilians. It's Mercury retrograde. It's Jupiter retrograde. Like nobody's making your life miserable. Like nobody else. It's you, because you're out there just blaming things that probably don't even exist, and you shouldn't even be focused on Mercury retrograde. Like what the heck is? I mean, it's not going to get you any spiritual, but like pointing the fingers and like saying it's that problem. The only way you're going to do it is like looking at look within and find what it is that hey you're find what it is that is holding you back, because I can't tell you for that matter. That would be like me telling you what is right and wrong. So yeah, so that's what it basically comes down to. Like you gotta learn to like stop pointing the fingers, and this happens a lot more than often in relationship where like there's that one person where they're doing all the work, and then there's that one person where like, oh, I want that person to do all the work for me. Like I would just lay back and like not help not help out in any way. Like if you're in that kind of relationship where like that person's is not helping you in any way, shape, or form, you gotta tell them. Because hey, they're feeding into that sloth energy. They're feeding into that sloth that they think they can just like hold hold back. Because when it comes to this type of stuff, it's not 50-50. It's not 100-0. It's 100% both of you. It's either like you're you're all in or you're not. That's what it comes down to. It's like it's not you're kind of into it, you're kind of not. No, you're in or you're out. Simple as that. And yeah, that's all I have to say. Learn to look within, see what you're not doing in your waking life. See what you're not holding yourself accountable for, and hey, like, because I can't tell you, like I said, I can't tell you what you're lacking, what you're not taking responsibility. You got to do that yourself and look within and figure out the pieces that you need to put back. So that is it. I'm out of here. My full love to the Spirit fam. My gratitude.